Completely hooked.
You were watching it last night again, weren't you? And you just messaged me going, how good are they?
It wasn't just... I didn't expect you to be that good.
Well, I didn't expect to be able to do it at all, to be honest. Okay, before we go into this, can I just say I've known Steph for years. I have never heard her go quite so Mackham as when the subject of both food and money was brought up in the same question.
No, man! No, man! No!
It was very definite.
Yeah, she's gone down to talk. She's downstairs. She's going to be coming back a little bit later on. Can we... Wait,
yes.
You came on the sofa with us early summer, Chris, and there was speculation that you were going to be doing this job. And you sort of would neither confirm nor deny. Obviously, you have done it and you are blowing everyone away and we've been loving it. What were your expectations going into Strictly and how has that differed to what's actually happened?
So I had no expectations, really, because I didn't know what it was. and I couldn't... Go, like, if I do a TV show, I'll go back and I'll stick it on, see what it is. And you can usually get a good idea just by listening to it. I get nothing from listening to Strictly. And so I had no idea what a cha-cha was, a whatever they are, the foxtrot, what's it called? The
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, we've done that one, I can't remember. All these different things, I don't know how complicated they are, I don't know how good the people get at them, how rubbish the rubbish people are. And so it was so unknown. And so I had no idea if I could do it.
But your wife and your daughter, I'm sure, knew the show, and had they sort of gone, do you know what? I think you'll be all right, or actually, crikey, this is going to be a real test.
Everyone I knew thought, was like, how are you going to do that? You know, even my daughter said to me, no, Daddy, you'll fall off the stage and break your leg.
Well, I was going to ask you what the postman thought about it now, because I know you kind of tested it on him and he went, it's good.
Well, this is the thing. You say, like, I wasn't allowed to confirm it, but it was in the paper, so I wasn't allowed to confirm it on the telly. But, like, when people were saying to me, I was going, well, yeah, I'm just not allowed to confirm it. But he said, I said to him, as I said just to you, I don't know what I'm getting into. I said, I don't know how good the good people get at it. And he goes to me, I'm not going to lie, mate, it's good.
So the thing that, Diane, I think that is really lovely is the way watching the two of you, and if you can watch the social media stuff, the way you're both sitting down and talking about it, particularly your dad offers sort of deconstructive advice to both of you. He sends videos that you share. He was was he a little bit disappointed when you got picked with Chris? Was that?
He definitely wasn't disappointed, but I think I think along with a lot of other people, they kind of thought, you know, you're going to have a lovely time, but it might not last that long because we just didn't know how it was all going to work. But he's changed his tune.
Has he?
And he thinks that Chris is going to be there. They're coming over in November. And
so he's got to stay till November.
He's got to stay till November, but he's convinced he's going to watch us live dance, and he's absolutely loving it. He calls me almost every second day, every day really, and wants to talk to Chris. Not me, wants to talk to Chris. So they're having little chats. But yeah, at the beginning he said to me, you know, Di, winning isn't everything. Just go out there and have a good time, and that's it. And now he's changed his tune.
Hang on a minute. That's not what happened. Right? He didn't say that to you, right? Let's be honest about this. I'm not letting you get away with that, right? She said to me, Chris, I asked to be paired with you. I'm a big fan of your comedy. I really wanted to be paired with you. And then her dad let slip that she said to her dad, listen, Dad, winning isn't everything. Sometimes you've got to do a little bit of work for charity.
Are you doing some care in the community? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But that is... you just are the dream team, right there.
I totally agree.
Sums it up. And actually, Diane, you've made it work. Did you know what you were going to do or how you were going to teach this? Because so much of it is mirroring each other or copying movements or what. Did you have a plan?
Well, I would say probably 80% of teaching I would show.
Yes.
That's the easiest way is to show someone what I'm trying to tell them. However, I can't do that with Chris. I had no idea how it was going to work. I didn't know that I was going to be paired with Chris until I was paired with Chris. So I had obviously looked him up and I was a big fan of all his work and so was hoping to be paired with Chris. But we've just made it work together with, trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some things work, some things don't, but that's how we have to go through each week. And each dance is going to be completely different for Chris.
This is the funny thing, is that, like, she didn't know who she was being paired with, but just before she came through the door and we met, they must have said to her, listen, you don't know who you're paired with, but when you go through that door, make sure you say who you are. Oh, who could that be?
But from your perspective, watching the two of you train, and this is the interesting thing as a professional, like you're saying, 80% is showing. Chris, you're having to sort of feel the movements that Diane wants you to do rather than, because of course you can't see them. How have you found that sort of reflecting and learning that process? Because for you, I mean, it's one thing, the physical side of it, but the mental side of it must be absolutely shattering.
Mentally draining, yeah. It's mentally draining as like in. I mean, in terms of like, there's a lot of description. Sometimes I have to get on my hands and knees and feel what her feet are doing. I mean, she's got muscles in the lower parts of them legs I didn't even know existed. And then sometimes, like when all else fails, she gets to her hands and knees and just picks my leg up and puts it where she wants it.
Just moves it around.
Yeah, like I'm one of them bendy Spider-Man figures from when there's a lot of that, but there's so many things to concentrate on in terms of. I find it difficult to tell my arms what to do when I'm trying to tell my legs what to do, and so, you know, it's like I have a little junction box in the middle, and it goes, do you want to send this to the legs or the arms? And if it goes to the legs, my arms are just flopping about the place. So
and your fingers go banana.
It does. But we're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah, but every week we start from scratch.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not getting there. You're so entertaining, and it's so fun to watch. So what can we expect to see this week?
Oh, well, this week we're dancing a jive.
Mayhem.
Which is,
oh, that's fast.
Yeah, it's very fast.
It's
So
not just
I would
fast,
say this is probably the most choreography that we've had in any of our routines
Right.
so far. So, and it's the fastest one we've done so far. And we're moving around the floor a lot. We've got props involved, so we've got to get to positions.
There's props as well.
Yeah, so the thing with it,
How are you doing that?
That's the thing. We've got to aim for certain parts of the floor at certain times in the dance. So even that in itself is, at first I thought, oh, this is like not going to work. But you've proved me wrong again, and we've made it work. So there's a lot going on in this routine. That's all we can say there.
So
It's going to be fun.
It's relentless. There's no let up in it whatsoever. At the minute, I feel like I can't feel my legs, and all I can feel is my legs at the same time. I feel like I've been riding a horse for a month. It is killing me. I spend about a third of the time trying to jive and 2/3 of the time lying on the floor trying to breathe.
Well, listen, we love that it's relentless, and we hope it
Really
carries on
do.
forever
It will,
and ever,
Chris and
all
Diane.
the way to the very, very end. We can't wait.
Keep those hot
Can't
knees
wait.
going, Chris.
No, for sure.
You're getting fitter and stronger every
I'm a
single
broken
week.
man, Ben. I'm a broken man.
Nah, you're just beginning, man.
You're
You're just
right,
beginning.
Chris.
By the way, she's loving breaking you every single week. That's the look on her face.
On your knees, Chris, on your knees.
Great to see you both. Thank you for coming in.
you.
We will be watching Saturday night as well, won't we?
Yeah, Strictly Come Dancing continues Saturday at 6:25
Oh,
on
hello.
BBC One.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.